We are live. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another week of fixing things together. I am here. I'm Jan Dvořák, the founder and CEO of Little Universe. With me here is Jasper, our UX researcher, and Henry, our UI designer, is going to be joining us soon as well.
Hello, everyone. Good day.
So things are a little bit crazy. So apologies in the beginning before everything settles down. And I am right now looking for the design specifically because what we'll be doing today, focusing on two things. I'll be focusing on uplifting the look of our feed, our social media, or the stream. That's another. I'll not stream in the main mean as a video, but as in the posts that you have on the main page. Henry has created a big design of how it's going to look in the future when we transition from simple messages into more elaborate and nice looking posts. So today we'll be doing, let's say, a in-between step where we just uplift it and get to the look of it as close as possible. We are lacking a lot of functions, so we will not be fully there yet in that aspect. And the second thing that we'll be doing is adding a new button to the top navigation. If Henry has managed to prepare the design, we will see hopefully once he joins us. And in the meantime, I will try to find the design. Things have gotten a little bit out of hand because we have so many designs that I always need Henry to take my hand and guide me. So
Well, that's what he's here for.
yes, so I just renamed here one, and let's see. So this one doesn't seem to have much in there. So we have, yeah, I'll have to team library, and let's see about this one, or is that the one that I'm currently in? So apologies, I'll just try get to find it. I'll just try to open as many as possible. Hopefully it will not crash my computer. And also through this, as is usually the case, as we try to implement designs, everything, we might discover some shortcomings, some issues. We'll probably learn also a bit of HTML, CSS, and JavaScript along the way. And another thing we might also discover is that the original design and function that we thought of, that we wanted to do, is not necessarily going to work. So we'll have to rethink that. Wouldn't be the first time that this happened. So that's why we are doing this. I think some people also call this developing in the open, which, let's see, I'm thinking maybe we should add a hashtag for X on to kind of, so that it attracts those kind of people to some social media hacking. Oh, I see we have Henry coming in. Hi, Henry. How are you? No sound from you.
Hello. I'm good.
There
I'm
we
good.
go.
Apologize
Hi,
for
Henry.
late. Yes. You were saying that you need my hands. And what is?
So yeah, first things first. I need to find where we have the new feed design that you have done. I'm not sure if it's in here because we have everything except the feed here. So
Okay. Let me.
I think it might be in one of the other
I think.
boards, which I'm trying
I
to
think
load.
it's. I think it's on following community. If I'm not mistaken, the latest thing we try to change fits or we put in the under the
Here,
following.
yes, following, yes.
Okay.
Which, yeah, right now. Okay, so this is it. Let me now share the screen with everyone like this. So this is the future in some distant time and place, hopefully not that distant, where we have under following we have the community. Let's see. Let me. Apologies. I have here the Meteor doing some, let's say, security updates potentially. So here's the Litter Universe. I have been playing a little bit with debugging, but as much as I can show you from the code. So what I want to do now is I want to start the latest development version and take a look on where we are with this look. Because this is kind of the default in many ways. And I'm now wondering how much of these pictures do we have ready? Or already in the system? Because I do recall putting them in somewhere. Maybe or maybe not. So this is the current thing, because we have the dashboard, which is going to be the following in the future. So we don't have, let's see. Buttons. Okay, so let's see here. I can close that. Let's see here what we wanted to do. Okay. In either case, Henry, I will ask you to prepare the. Oh, wait, can I somehow click in and get the picture that's hidden inside here, or because it's like here it's like an entire freaking
Okay.
the
I
entire
could
button.
yes. That's yeah. It's a bit quite complicated. You need to click like 4 times, then look at the inside. Can I do it?
No, I am on. Let me maybe switch from the dev mode to what the heck just happened. Annotations in dev mode. So, okay, now I can click. It was just in dev mode, it was a bit difficult. Okay, so I can now get these pictures and do some web P optimization on them. So that's good. And but I'm going to switch to dev mode. and because that one has a bit more when it comes to implementation, but we have these already ready to go. And what I will then need, I shall switch back to the normal mode. Yes, this one picture, because you have that as one picture with right and left. I need to have them separate.
Yes.
As to individual pictures, so that I can put them onto the into the element. So what I'm going to do here today, looking at this, and Jasper, feel free to jump in if you can see any UX improvements since last time we looked at it that we could do. Same
Yeah,
thing
sure,
for
no
you,
problem.
Henry, or if anybody in the comment chat wants to, or comments afterwards wants to comment on this, feel free. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add this community field. I am going to add these top clicks as well. Prepare that. That's going to take a little bit of work, so maybe I'll do it afterwards. Not sure yet, but that's going to happen. So that's going to appear. But these three are going to be disabled because still have to implement quite a lot on those. So that will require me a little bit more of technical investigation to make sure we have that. But I'm definitely going to add this, let's say main picture for community. That one is going to replace the, I guess, what is new heading here. And let me download here the assets so that we can push them right into it. The community, left and right, correct. So let's download these two and let's put them right up. Public images, and we want to have it. This one is in headings. That's where we have all these. And so like the zip files, so I need to let me put it here. Public images, we set the headings. I'm going to open this here and extract it into here. Just gonna go and change this to our, put it so community left and community right. Perfect. And the sizes are perfect as well. So small p. So let's get to it now with this. And this is going to be, let me take here. So there is actually a lot of things that is not, you could say, visible. We have the user welcome. That greets you differently based on the time of the day. Then we have the flash news, which we currently don't have any here on localhost. And I don't think in production at this point, but that was going to change as we have more news to share. And then we have what is new here, which also has below that, before we get to the entire feed thing, it also has, like, if you have any unread messages, it will show. It will have any requests for collaboration and any other group invites. So, and those are mostly going to move to notification. Page. But for now, they will remain here. But I am going to move. So let's start with before we go to the line there. And think. How did I name this element that I think I found it? So heading text, left image, right image, max width, and then we have also heading type, which in this case is going to be H2. The left image, so that will be under images. And it was headings. Yes, headings. So left P. And since the flat is going to be right, I'm just going to click the community text here to see what's going to happen on refresh. So there we go. Yikes. I'm just going to fix here, hopefully, the imports. Still have to figure out and fight with WebStorm to have the proper imports I want. And let's refresh this to see. Oops, I paused it in debugger. That's not good. Yikes, I might need to remove the debugger. But you can see we have the I will have to figure out how to. Yikes, that's not what I wanted when I put in the debugger there, damn it. Start a refresh. No. Okay, that's strange. It's giving me this overall. Anyhow, we have. Let me refresh the page just in case so that the debugger is resisting. Let's try this again without the debugger for now. Yeah, so we have the community here. I'm going to give our translators some work from this. So here we have E and are always the problem with naming things. Where do we put it, and how are we going to name it? That's so it could be either under discovery, but I think it's more kind of under the user. So So I'll just call it, or actually for community itself. Actually, let's first check if we don't have it anywhere, because we have social at the top. Interesting. We do have community described, but that's for forums. Okay, for right now, I'm going to steal it, and I think in the future we might redo this or change this as we kind of play more with the translations and all that stuff. So, lucky translators, no work for them. So with that, we don't need the line there. And let's see here for the new post. That looks super fancy. Let's see, do we have, this is loading Figma. I don't like that. Okay, there we go. So that looks super fancy here. We have the classical borders and everything. So this is not just how it's going to defeat the new things is going to look like just here, but also everywhere. So let me see how we have the new post. We have the new post. We have the new post form. So let's say form. And we do have here your avatar. I think we'll have to. Okay, so you might have to make a rule here that if you are on a smaller view, like mobile, then it doesn't show the avatar because that's just extra. I think in this transitional period, I am going to not do it because that's also extra work on the website to retrieve the avatar and display it. Thing is that once you actually click it, it will expand into this nice, more advanced entry point. But I think at this point we do not need it. Or to be more precise, right now we don't have the necessary technical background or like stuff written there to do this and do all the formatting. So you will start typing as things go. And instead of these, buttons for adding events and images, that's going to be the send button. So let's see, how are we going to do it with our existing setup? I'm going to add flex field there. So instead of that, we'll put this here. Let's check. What's the distance between these two? Do I need to switch to the other? Yes. So gap is 24 pixels. I think, Henry, in our style guide, we might need to or it might be nice. Not sure if it belongs to style guide, but somewhere else we'll have to make a document with all the common measurements when it comes to margins, padding, gaps between elements in flags, all that stuff, so that we can unify it, because we still have it a lot, I wouldn't say random, but hard coded across the site, which then creates a problem when we are creating a new design. So that's something there. So let's see, I've already done this, and it looks different indeed. And this is intentional. So let's see, because I am going to add, let's start the style components, because we need to create a container, a div in which everything is going to live. And let's see what we actually need to put in there. So it has, I think, the traditional border, for which we have in our theme already set up everything. So theme. We do have, it's going to be borders dot default. So that will be the border there. And another thing that we need is so top bottom, we have padding 26. And let's say the default on the site, this will be 30. So having top bottom 26 pixel, right and left, let's put it at 30 pixels. Width is going to be %. And some errors here, but let's just, should be fine. So let's clear this out. Oh, because I have not put it in there yet. That's why it's not displayed. Explain certain things. All right, so that's the default there for that. But in dashboard, what we have here is we have a maximum width, 800 pixels for the feed. So scans. Anything else I should know, Henry, about the, let's say the, the width here for the feed container for now?
Yes.
Let me just quickly type here. So we have it maximum 800 pixels. Looks like the individual posts themselves have a different settings there for the width. Let's see why they are so small. Why they are smaller. Or actually, it's the padding itself that's makes it that makes it the one original so big. So we'll have to adjust it, and let's see. I think we'll use our trusted guide to Flexbox, and also for the container, we are going to do it as a flex, which will be justify content to center. Let's see, that's the dashboard. So by flex, justify content center. I'll create container. Can try then. Let's try this trick. I'm not too fond of it. Yikes. That's because I forgot to flex direction row is default, so we want the direction to be column. Well, almost. It does some strange things. It does graphics that I tried with the margin. Of course, it's not working. So let's debug our container here. Which is, come on, this. Ooh, could it be? Yeah, we set max width. And let's margin 0. 0 auto should be the one that will fix this for us. Okay. How am I doing, guys, so far? Are we moving towards utopia? We need to do. See border radius. That's the default one. That we'll have to internally do a lot of reworking on the themes paths to make it more better. And I'm thinking that I don't like it, but post internal. Or actually, this could be the padding. Let me think. I could do that. No, because we have multiple other things. Because the another thing that we have there is a error message that appears if something is wrong. So of course, there is nothing wrong. So if there's like a wrong connection or stuff like that, which I need to account for. So how do we do that? I'm going to add here into the feed. AI is getting a bit scary because it knew exactly what I wanted to add into the feed, which is I'll show you in a moment. Hopefully it will appear in a moment. Yes, the placeholder. And this text was generated by AI. It knew exactly what I wanted to add there. So that's a bit, how should I say, not really what I wished for, or it's not well, it is what I wished for, which in itself is a bit troublesome, or unsettling would be the word I'm looking for. So I think I can get rid of the label. It's going to be going away anyway, so it's going to make it a bit smaller. And now how do we resolve the issues there with positioning here? Because what we need is right now to remove the padding from the what's right now the blue border. Henry, do you have, or I should probably switch to the
Russian at the moment.
come again, you're breaking it up.
Henry's not here with us at the moment. He's out
Oh, he is.
of the stream. Not sure if he is in the queue list.
Okay, so guys, you're breaking up. Yikes. We have some connection issue and Henry has dropped out. Now I switched to the light theme, so it's much more easier. Ooh, profile get age is not a function. Where is this coming from? Oh, that's okay. I guess I'll have to import the fixes to that element later on, so we don't get it. Anyway, I switched to light themes so I can follow more closer to the design. And hopefully Henry is going to get back, and your connection, guys, is going to improve. Fingers crossed. So there is no background there. And this text area has, or this input in general has a lot of, or how do we put this? Is this dev mode? Okay, 25 is the, it just looks much more. Let's see, input text area, if we can get, let's change it side wide. border radius. Theme. Border radius. This is going to be that's quite a big change. Site-wide. So this is going to affect all text areas across the website. Like that. What else can we do to style the text area? I think the border is also the same style, light style. So okay, I was pressing the wrong. Okay, so why is the border being overridden? It's set somewhere else. And that somewhere else is I'm guessing the input elements. So let me fix that. Fix that there completely. So it's not being overwritten, hopefully. Yay. Or is that the same color? Let me check. Back. Welcome back, Henry. How is your internet connection going? No sound from Henry. There we go.
Hello.
Yes.
Yeah, I think my internet connection are not quite good. Very hard to join again.
Okay, no worries. Anyhow, I have been changing the looks so far here. Gonna follow what we have here. And I do wonder how we can could do the placeholder padding, but that's not right now priority. Priority is that we get these things improved, or at least the width we get fixed here. So
Okay.
let's see how can we do this. As I said, we are not going the entire way. We are just going a in-between step, so that whoever comes after me to finish up, especially on the technical side, has a bit easier time. So this text area is gonna be the most of this part, and then we'll just have right now here just a button here, the post button, and where is my new post? Okay, right now we have the container being too big because it has padding, but we want that padding to be relative to the actual container, so we need a internal container, which will be a flex, which I will transfer padding. I will then move this internal container. Well, where should we put it? It's actually just inside the form. And that one is like that. Should just see that soon. And I'm going to be, this is, so this one we need to, or we want to style it in the flex direction column. Because what we have there, it's not visible now because of an error. We have like a big error if something happens, and then we have the actual input. So I'm going to put the this one is going to have we set to pixels, and we want to have X direction, in this case is row. So let's see what happens. And we want to have here now, I'm going to make it a little, well, few changes. I am thinking, first of all, it's going, we have those things. I would like to have align items to stretch so that they are the same height. And then I want them to, of course, stretch, I would say 4:1 based on they are. So first I want to add the field element. Though I'm not so sure. This one is going to work properly. So let us take, yep, that's not the one, sadly. That's or to what I'm doing in the background. I'm trying to extend it using style components, and it needs to be a style component in order to be able to do what it's doing. Okay. So this is the flex that we are working on. And here we have, so the first child, and then we have the second child. So instead I'm going to do div first child. That's going to grow. Or actually, and div and the child 2 is going to do flex grow 1. Maybe, yes. So at least it's a little bit bigger. And the last thing here for this is that I want them both to stretch. Let's see, we still have everybody here. Yes, so we have the stretch. It should be just align item stretch, but that did not do. So let's read about this here. It's behavior for how flex items are laid out cross-axis on the current line. So it's like justify content, which is that stretch default stretch to fill the container and with respecting that stuff. So what I'm guessing is happening here is that the div containing those two elements is stretching, but in this case the button that I really want to stretch, because that's the one that's giving me problem, does not stretch it. So we have the div, and inside that div we have the button. So we need to do something like hide auto. Let's give it a try. And let's try it over here. Hide auto. And I think the same thing here is going to apply for the text area. In this case, we don't have a label. There is some, looking at this, some internal padding. So let's do here padding first on that, and then let's see if we can extend the text area as well. Actually, in this case, we don't have to, because the text area is always going to be bigger than the button. So this should be good enough. So Henry, what do you think? Is good enough?
Well, in my opinion,
Henry, you are very distant sounding.
that's
Yes.
okay. In my opinion, I think my concern is the height. It's only the height.
Mhm.
Yes, the height of the container. I think, Jan. Yes.
This is doing some very, okay, it's at least automatically resized when I move it to the right and left. Let's see, wow, how did it? That's maybe because of the automatic resize. So refresh this page and figure out this, the height. This is the default. So I just wanted to test this. Yeah, once I start putting the width, the flex thing goes a little bit out of whack. Let me see if we can add the area with 100%, if that's going to work. And we can then disable setting the width of the. I think we should be able to disable setting the width of the element, because yeah, the height, if they want to write some crazy stuff, good. Text area, disable with resizing. How little text are resizing? I just want. Okay, we have the CSS resize. Oh, that's beautiful. And the only resize we want to allow is vertical. And who is this good spirit? I'm going to bump this up for a nice reply there. So if this is correct, yes. Okay, so we have at least this. Yeah, so you are concerned about the height because
Yes.
especially in your design, the height is 104 pixels. Here it's
I'm sorry?
definitely going to be bigger. This is wait, how much is that? 132. So, but that I'm not sure if that includes. No, that's correct. That also includes the padding there. So it's not that much bigger. Let me see if we have some sort of like a minimum height. On the text area here. Okay, so the minimum height is 5 rem, which is 80 pixels. So I can put it down to 4. Let's see what's going to happen. Now it's 116, and you have it. How much was it again? 104. So I could do maybe 3.5 RAM. Or let's say 100 and 104 pixels maybe. Have to follow your design. No, actually no, because we want to do here, yeah, let's do 3.5 RAM because another 1 RAM is being added on the padding. So now it's 108, so that's the size that you have in your design. And I can maybe zoom in too.
Okay.
Jeez, I had some annoying bugs flying around here and it still survived. Okay, so this is how it looks on my side. So I'll just zoom it in a little bit to make it a bit more visible. Okay. I think that's pretty good looking. Let's see what is the actual distance. So it's 80 pixels there. Okay, so that's correct. So we have the in-between step for the first part here done. Let's see how we can manage with the rest. And first of all, we have a definitely have a spacer component. Okay, but let's not dwell too much on that one. What we want to do here is let's look at the feet posts themselves. They are spaced 64 pixels from each other. And we don't have really that much there yet. So what I'm going to if let's see, potential bug, but it's fixed. And I'm going to do here turn flex. So gap was 64 pixels. And in that gap, it's going to return and let's see which one was the okay. So we need to do the flex direction column. Well, look at that. So that's more akin. I am wondering, Henry, Jasper, do we need that much of a space between them? Let me zoom this back to the default. Can we do less?
Check. Yeah, I think what is it called? Margin. I think the margin is 40 is pretty good. Well, yeah. We try to shrink that in Figma. Hello, Ian? Can you hear me? You're freezing? Hello, hello? Ah, connection. Test. Oh no, here.
Okay, apologies. I completely crashed. Not sure what exactly happened there, but I'm back. Henry, how are you doing? I didn't scare you too much, but just suddenly disappearing.
Hello, I just thought that my connection is going to poor again.
Mm.
It turns out that you were disconnected.
This time it was my operating system that crashed, and I got like an error that I have never seen before. So forced me to log out and log back in. Thankfully, with Linux, that's all you need to do.
Okay.
But yeah, that was my kind of first time I have seen this screen of doom, or I don't know how to call it. So it was like screen of death. Anyway, let me get. Oops, no, I don't want to deploy. I want to. Start
Yes,
the
you
app
were
to
mentioned
this
about
debugger.
the hate.
Yes, that's
Yes,
where
okay.
we.
So my previous margin,
Go.
I think that's normally 60, but I think 40 as the hate. I think it suits well. I think so. I I try to shrink it in the Figma,
Mhm.
and the hate is now the margin is on 40 pixels.
Yeah, so let's see here. This is starting. So let's switch the gap to 40 pixels.
It's my mistake. I think. Hold on. For a moment, let me try to fix a little for a bit.
Yeah, so we can actually start playing with it here, and it's going to be very, say, interactive. Oops, come on. So we have this flag. So right now the gap here is 40 pixels, and if I set it to 20, that's probably too little. What's happening here? Oops, yeah. 30 pixel, 20 pixels. So this is 30, and this is then 40. Zoom a little bit. Or I think what we can do here is to have more of a, how should I say it, flexible units based on and this is something that I think we should be looking more into the future, based on the actual user statistics, to have here that we'll do, say, 2EM or RAM, these units, and let's see about these
32
guys.
pixels.
Yeah, so we have that. We use that more, and so that will also that adjust and at least look more similar on different screen types. Especially, I think that it's most noticeable when comparing to Apple devices, which have really different things. So how much was it? Me. Oh wow, we have a lot of stuff. So I need to do this.
Hello, Yan.
Yes, I'm just looking at the existing. So let me try to do here. Yeah, we
You're
haven't
not
lost me yet.
moving.
I'm
But
just
you're freezing.
changing here a little bit the look of, or like I'm moving more towards the the original things. So we're in here, and on the where is my dashboard? The dashboard. For right now, I'm just going to add 2 new lines there instead of trying anything fancy with styling. So are you fine with this effect? Right, so that when I hover it kind of has this background thingy. I think it makes things nicer. I'm quite proud of that one. not want to push you, but let's see. Yeah, Jasper is back up, and Jasper can probably repudiate me, or what do you think, Jasper, about this?
Hello, is my sound okay?
Yes, perfect.
Yes.
All right. So, I'm sorry I'm missing out a lot of things because my laptop ran out. So,
Okay.
I have some notes, but maybe please carry on first. Yan, trying to keep up from our YouTube stream at the moment.
Okay. So the big question here is for the hover effect, that once I like hover over the post, if it should have the drop background there, which I personally like it, but I kind of want to know what.
I'm not going to say that it's not a nice feature, Yan. It looks good in terms of visual, Yan. But in the user perspective, you are putting just a little too much on the feeds, while we are as a publishing company shouldn't be focused on too much on this feature. I think I'm not sure if you put those stuff that will make the website slightly heavier or not.
Oh, this is a default, so it doesn't cost us much to have it, because
Okay.
we have the similar effect on other things.
Yeah. I noticed that also. Because if you put it like that, then it feels like it has more interactive feature, and it's going to put the users to try to explore more on it, which I don't think we want that, because
Yeah.
especially on this context, we want them to just read the stream, and then just like maybe catch up a little bit, and then okay, if you're a writer, then you focus on your workshop to create something. If you want to read, then you go to the discovery.
I think I want to add something from on me.
Please, Henry.
Yes. When you're hovering, I think you're hovering the whole container. But what we need to highlight the hover, I think it's how people to reply, love, and the comment, and send the message itself. I think to put all that into the whole container, I'm not quite sure. Perhaps may I see if I like click the love button, Ian? What
So once you click it, it just adds and changes the color.
Yes, I think.
And here we have two additional comments. I'm going to
Yes, I
check
think,
in here. Why do we have such a huge okay,
but that's nice effect.
padding?
Yeah,
Padding.
that's actually a nice effect.
Thank you. I've played with it a lot to make it bigger. I'm just curious, why do we have such a huge... Why is this div element so huge? Where is the... What's making it so huge? Like, you have the padding here and everything, but it's the
If I'm not
height.
mistaken, that's on other visual style component, I think.
Yeah, but
Yeah, I already I tried to like you know editing like that some kind of little bit, but it's turned out everything is going to mess.
there's a lot of things. So what we have here, let's see, this one is... So first we have the post container. That one is flex. It has the small padding that we are seeing here. That's this one. It's flex direction column, align item stretch. It has border radius, border, and then has the hover shadow property. In that, then is the post itself, which again is a flex and either displays it in column or in a row based on the size of things. And then we have in error boundary user feed comments, which is another, which shows the different comments. Let me check here. It either lists the comments or it has the comment add option. So that's, of course, it reloads at the least opportune moment. And the document above that has the flex, it has the gaps. Wrapping, that's fine. Nothing too offensive. Let's try about this padding. Okay, this padding does absolutely nothing change. Same thing there. So, and there is nothing for me to change here. And always remains there. So I'm thinking, where is the align item stretch? Let's try remove that. No, still. One of the mysteries of web development.
Let me try to look at that on my Ubuntu.
Let me. Even if I remove all the properties, it's still. It still appears there. So the question is maybe if it's not potentially one of these sub elements. Doesn't look like this, and this doesn't look like that either. But let's try. We'll have to return to this. But first, what we are going to do here is to rebuild this element, and hopefully during that we'll figure out what's going on there. And what's going on here is that now that I also think from the mobile perspective, we are changing this. At the top, only have the post user and then the post info, which in this case, the only one to when it was to published. So let's see if we have also the correct semantic. And I'm going to header. And with that one, we have it's display flag, space between. It's direction row. So we have the thing in which we have the post user, which I'm going to adjust in a moment. And then we have another div in which we have when it was created. The post itself display. We are actually switching to column direction now. Completely. It's good for mobile. So let's take a look how that is going to change things. Well, first step done. First step done, we have the storyteller here on the left, and last one here on the right. We are going to make this styled elements. That's pretty heavy. Posted container, which is going to be styled if. Actually, in here, we want to have flags and want it to align at the bottom of. So align self will be flex end. Self and because that's just like that. I will be updating this element with the person who posted it later on. Actually, let us check if we can. So for the avatar, let me see. So there's the size. It's 1.5 EM. Let me try something here. What if I do 3 EM? An option to, well, right now, if it's, did it just, I think it might have just only, or did it? Oops, I might, oh, actually, just a quick check. If so, if we increase the so it has size. And there's some other things that are pretty old, but that's not what we want. We want to have, so the size should be passed into, let's see, let's check here, guys, if we can maybe a little bit hack it. Put in 72 pixels for the size of the avatar. So it should be 72 by 72. And I'm not entirely sure. Still nothing, no change. So let me look out in console to figure out. No. Okay. It passes in 72 pixels as the size, but it even puts it here to have that 72, but it never applies. And there is some 1.2 EM. I'm not sure where it's coming from. And we have here some old class name, which I don't think is valid anymore. So actually it might be. It might be, and we can take advantage of that. So and we have user. Let's try it like this. Okay, that worked so far. So font size. What type of a font size are we looking at here? 24 pixels. Let's just pass that in. And let's hope that it actually does the job. Well, let you look at that. That's more what we want. It's a little bit. So 74, but we still are not able to force. And this might be it. This. Where is this 20? Oh no, so that's the 24 pixels. Then we have sure size 72 pixels. Doesn't seem to be a property. But we want to have the unset the maybe. Wow, why is the height 1 EM? Where is this class coming from? Something image. And border radius 50%. So that gives us a hint. That it might be from the. Yes. Avatar. So this, I think I found our culprit. The 1 EM is because the property here is not setting up properly. Not sure why. So we have to. We have to fix height. 1 EM. Okay, let's see if that worked. Nope. So why is the height still 1 EM? And take a look at the properties that we have there. See, it receives that. Wait, that's it is getting the what are the options here? Sizes, fallback 64. That is in okay, so I need to go into adaptive picture and fix the issue there as well. So I think we are almost there. I don't want this. And actually here it's this thing. It crashed now, but it should be fixed in a moment. I think. Oh, I see. I see the issue now. I was passing the wrong property. So fingers crossed now that we have the size. Yes. Wonderful. And sizes. Okay, let's not try too hard here. Change too many things. Might us even more into the behind. So I think that maybe well, actually, let's keep it as we have it. Let's just do one test here to remove this part. It will not change anything, no. So now what we have the problem here is that it's thinking that it's too small. So I would say width, or let's say flex for 1. Did that work or not? Okay, did that work? Because I need to put that on element above that, which is post user. So now that it grows, it's there. And last thing, if I remember correctly, Henry, we want to have then the real name of the user there, but
Henry is not here, Yan.
eventually, but I think that's too much. What now? What we have here is, of course, the avatar and the text itself. And we have here small padding. This, in our case here, it's 26 pixels. Padding, right, in this case for the spacer that we have there, 0.3. I'm going to, of course, add in the property here. This. Oops. Brackets. Okay. Spacer, where is my spacer? Yes. Our spacer, and we said it's 26 pixels. So I'll have that, and then I need to, let's see, I want to align the insides along a baseline, I guess, if it's flex. But we are not flex there, so, but let's try that. Let's see what's up cooking. So we don't have that flex. Let's see if I do this as a let's try display line flex. Okay, that looks interesting. And that align items, center, flex start. What do you guys think? Should it be more of a center or flex start? It's not necessarily at the complete top, or is it, Henry?
Yan, Henry is not in the stream.
And
hello? Hello?
Sorry about that, Henry.
No worries.
I'm coding. I cannot forget that we have to sometimes check here.
Kick out. The connection kicked me out about
I
4
think
times.
it should be center, because then once we add the second line, it's going to look like in your design.
Yes.
So let's see, Henry, what do you think?
Yeah, may I see your...
And I should probably do the
Let me check my Figma.
display inline. Line item.
I think that
So
will be suits well using Centaur. Yeah.
that's not
What do you think?
that's not what was supposed to be there. Let's reload and see. Okay. Okay, so almost there with the header thingy. Okay, so alt code here, which we can pretty much remove because that's no longer relevant. And I can then do here this dot a link, and I can put things in there. Yes, great. So I think that's for the header. Let us move. Let's do here. The separator, as is there described. Then we have the body of text, which does seem to have like some additional padding there. So let's take a look. Post body, what do we have here? We have padding at the top. So let's round that up to, oh, sorry, padding everywhere, which is, let's just say 60 on the top, 28 at the size. Pixels and 0 at the bottom. Or what? How much do we have at the bottom if we take the image here? 28 as well at the bottom. So let's just do that. Yeah, we don't have any background colors there. So that means we don't have to worry about border radius. And we want then try with 100% to get in there. All right. Okay, the width 100% might be a tad too much. and potentially we have also margins in, but since we have padding, we don't need that margin anymore. And I don't know, especially since right now we don't have the pictures and everything. I think we can do fine with padding 28 pixels everywhere for now. What do you think, Henry?
Okay, I think.
Oh, didn't hear anything.
Hello, hello. Yeah, okay,
Still
I think. Yeah.
nothing.
Hello, test, test. Can you hear me?
Oh, technology.
Hello, hello.
We love it so much. Oh,
Yeah,
maybe?
yeah. I can hear you,
Anyone?
Henry. I think Yan cannot
Yan
hear
cannot
us.
hear us.
Wait, wait,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
Yan
think
cannot
it
hear
might
us.
be actually on my side.
Yeah, I think Yan cannot hear us.
Yes, it's on my side. Guys, if you don't speak in a while, my headphones are going to turn off because they're like, oh, nobody is there. You know, why should I be on? I'll just turn myself off.
Well,
Yeah, yeah,
actually,
Imagine I
Jasper
like,
already talked to you twice, and then he
yeah.
private message me. Can you hear my voice? Yeah, I can hear you. Why you're not responding?
right now, yeah. After the crash, I haven't restarted all of my internal things. So apologies. I still have to pick
No worries.
everything
Yeah.
up. There we go.
Okay, I think that's pretty good to me. I think.
Yeah, I think I have to say I'm quite happy with how this is moving forward, design wise. It's very nice, and we just have to finish up the bottom, which we have here the separator. So I'm just going to make this the full width. And let's see, I think the like button we have already worked on a bit. So let me jump back here to the feed post. And let's check out what do we have here at the bottom. So first of all, let's have the separator there right after the body. And check here. This is alt. This is old code here. Working on some very, very old code, guys, in the background. So some people might even say it's archaeology. So now that we have this, let me even add types here. So it doesn't go plain. So now that we have added and I think I found no, sorry, what is this? Wrong component. So now we will not need the both separators. crashing a little bit. This one. So yeah. So let's finish up the bottom. Double check that everything is fine over here at the show. Yes. So we have here the report button. We have here the comments, and we have liking. So and we have here, you have the up and down buttons. Oh, likes and dislikes. Well, right now we'll just have it as the like button, like we have elsewhere. Oh, Henry, remind me, where did we do this last time? Oh, it was on the blog, wasn't it? Where we did the liking button.
Let me check.
I think it was the blog. So I'm going to copy from blog the code. Blog post. It was its own component, I do believe. Blog post, and then we did the let's see, where was it? Got the crazy sharing. Comments, sharing. Like button. So that has its own crazy implementation with all the stuff, and it's in core. So I think I will try to put it here to see what's going to happen. Post on and I will have to check with the major class object type. It's going to be liking. Here we go. So I have not yet implemented this. For feed. So I will have to actually look into the database to figure out how it was together there. And let me actually though before that. Add here this thing because we already have some likes. We can check on them. That's the wrong project. And because it's socialize likes. Okay, socialize posts. That's the name of the object. That's all I needed to know. And now let's see if we can have if that's going to work or not. One thing I will do have to definitely do here is to have the increment or from here feed. Let's double check on that. So people watching here, the socialize functionality, we are using socialize packages and we'll be using the feed one, or in this case, it will be postable. I want to get, it's not going to be written here, but it's instead of postable model, I'm going to get maybe. Dot sync. And I'm going to check out the database posts. If they should have like count as well. Yes, like count and comment count. And yes, post collection is that correct one. Technically now that should be all set up. And whoa, something is broken. Okay, we see 2 likes. But it is not displaying the correct value. So let's see why is that. Okay, because we need to actually pass that information down to that component. So it's like by user and like count. We actually have that already ready here. I'm just not looking at it properly. Let's do this. and this should
Test,
hopefully
test.
be yes.
Oh no, because my computer is freezing.
Ah,
I
oh no,
just
it seems to be
could hear your
that seems
voice,
that
but I cannot
yeah.
see your.
Oh, is it you or me that's freezing?
Hmm.
Well,
Well, I cannot see your screen sharing screen, Jan.
From my screen is working fine.
oh no, Henry's computer is ascending.
I think that's my problem.
So let's see. Let's finish this up very quickly. It's been quite a while already. Let's see. We have the buttons here. And it's just like that. So click that, it's going to appear. So I'm going to make the report button back into regular button. That should be it. And the next one is the comments button, which I will change from text button back to a normal button as well. Well, I would say close enough, at least definitely yes for this one. And with the report button, let me just double check here. That's a modal. So I'm just going to do here we have here. Don't even have proper formatted number. So this flex is, which one was that? I always forget it. It's the row, display row. So it should be flex direction row should be the default. Oh, it's not because of this of the width. That's why it's curving. And in this case, we go back to the so actually okay, that would explain why partially. I have too many flex elements, and another one is that it thinks it should be with only cents. So let's change that to 100, and then it should be. It's nice. I'm just make a little bit of a few things here so that I don't have to that. So, what gap are we talking about here? Between the actually, I was thinking it's maybe 16, but I think we can do instead is the justify content. Let's see, maybe space evenly, space between, or space around. What do you think, Henry? As because we'll be adding the buttons and all the functionality gradually. So I think maybe using space between. Henry needs to reconnect again. Two screens are not enough. I need the third one.
Yes, please.
But Jasper, I think you should have access to do that, adding Henry as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Wait.
Try to remove him and add him. if you click on his, if you like hover on his at the bottom over him, then there should be an option to remove.
Oh, I see what's happening here, Yan. I haven't logged into the StreamYard account.
Yes, that's what I think. So that's something to improve for next time.
Yes. Noted.
Where did Henry go? Did he
What?
got scared?
He said, "You know what? I'll kick myself out."
Yeah. Oh, this can also, I think, be then answered by you, Jasper. What do you think we should be adding here for the justifying content? Space between, space around, or space evenly? As because right now we have 3 buttons, but we'll be adding
Yeah.
more.
Mm-hmm. From my perspective, it's going to be space evenly to make it the neatest, the most neat layout.
Okay.
Because I'm
Let's
not quite fond with the space between, because it gives you more space, right, between each components.
so let's take a look at space evenly. Where is that? Over here. So it will look like this for now, and I still need to make sure that we have a nice span right now. For the like button, because that's this like button. Why isn't it a button? Let's see, how are we going to do this? Text button. Is and it's button is button as button.
And Henry's out again.
Yikes. Let me just quickly check on here. Okay. Now this here a little bug potentially. So I click that, and now I can add Henry. Oh, it's not back yet. Okay, but we have the buttons now there. Let's test out if this one works. So unlike switches to 0, like switches to 1. There's also a slight delay there, but that's fine. The comments get hidden. This is then with the comments. Let's quickly check. I don't think we have the comments displayed here, how they would appear. So I'll leave them as is for now. Let's quickly check here. I'm actually going to adjust just a little bit. I'm going to adjust here the let's see how I'm going to do this. I'm going to adjust the border. There's Henry. Welcome back, Henry. I'm just finishing up here with the comments where I am going to adjust the comments border. Oops, not blocked. I want to go back to feed. It's actually going to be under the comments section. So it's a bit of a different, but I think we want to have this across anyway. And let's see, start comment. I'm just going to adjust the comment to be the common border that we have everywhere else.
Yes. Oh, not again. Oh, hello, hello. Hello, everyone. Can you hear me? Test.
Yeah. I can hear you, Henry.
Oh,
Yan, can you
guys,
hear
the
me?
connection is very terrible.
Yan?
Oh no,
Yan?
it's freezing.
Hello? Yeah, same.
Okay. No,
Yeah,
no,
with me.
no, it's happened to the Yan connection.
Yeah, Yan. Where is Yan? And he's
Okay.
out.
He's out. Okay, so looks like our dad is out.
Let's wait for him to be back. It's just the two of us now. Ouch.
Okay, first thing first, I think we should talk about Figma earlier about what it's supposed to be appear when click the comment. Well, it should be a pop up, but oh, I don't know, man.
Okay. So
Yeah,
instead of
yeah,
the drop down, you wanted to
it appears to
make
be
it
pop
a
up.
pop up. I see.
Yes,
Okay.
correct, correct. And well, I'm quite a bit afraid that it appears to be drop down. We need to several change for the yeah for the design, of course. Well, what happened to Yan?
I am not sure. Uh, I don't have the capability to end the live stream, Henry. So
Yeah. Okay, it's funny.
Okay, my
so
browser.
there you are, Jan.
So my browser crashed. It looks like today is just not our day for streaming. Not really sure what's going on there. Let me just quickly jump in and change you or see the changes that I have made last time or last minute before all this crashed. And then we are going to finish the stream. And hopefully, or I'm going to restart the computer and try to figure out what's going on. Right now it's also yelling at me that it wants to restart the computer, so I shall oblige it soon. So wrong browser open, but that's fine. So what I did here is, yes, I've changed it that the border here for the comment is the usual. It's still using the old like button here that we have here for comments. But Henry, I'll leave you some more time because the comments look needs to be the same everywhere. So I'll leave you some more time to think about it, design it. So it's the same component that's used in blog post comments. Over here is the same component. It's also the same component that's used in comments for stories and stuff like that. So it's used everywhere. So I will have you, once you get around to it, to design something that's the same everywhere or can be implemented everywhere. And with that, we didn't get to the new button. So tough luck. We'll do that next time. Just visually like this, I am imagining it should be the same drop down, maybe with some small deviation. So we'll do that probably either the first thing next week or we'll do it outside of the stream, because I don't think that should take too long, because after it's just a drop down with links to the create location. With that, in order to prevent any more crashes, like looks like it's another crash coming here, I'm going to end the stream here. Thank you very much, everybody, for watching. We do this every Wednesday at 2 p.m. Central European time. Right now, we don't have anything scheduled because I didn't get around to schedule it for the next few weeks, and I'll have to also check with. I have some travel next month, so I need to account for that as well. But if you're watching this later and you would like to interact with us live and the time doesn't work, let us know what time works for you. We are still in the early stages, so we can be pretty flexible with the timing. Henry, Jasper, any last words for today?
I'm good. Thank you for watching, everyone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Me too.
Thank you guys for being here. I think we did a pretty nice uplift of the mains you could say, entry point, the dashboard, and we'll continue on this road as things, as we move things. I'm going to deploy what we currently have to staging, and latest tomorrow we will have that in production for everybody to enjoy. So again, thank you very much, and see you next week.